Oh man, today is action-packed. We drive to Hamilton, Montana to hang out with friends and explore the breathtaking scenery. We break into an abandoned house and then attempt to work outside till it starts snowing. Finally, we almost die doing a Tokyo drift down an icy mountain. This is a jam-packed freaking day. Don't miss it. It's all coming up now. I got the air cranking and it's time to leave this nice little Walmart that was so courteous to give me a private little campsite. It was very nice. I'm on my way to Hamilton, which is the tiny little town where I've got some friends and where my mom used to live. It's gonna be fun. Last night was actually the first night that I consider it cold. It was fine sleeping, but in the morning just doing everything, like cooking breakfast and getting dressed and brushing my teeth, that was pretty cold. And it was also the first time that there was some thick ice all over the car, so I don't know how much longer I'll be spending in the north, this much north. Since my mom lived in Montana for a while, I've driven this road before. Last night I stayed at the Missoula Walmart, and now we're on our way to Hamilton. It's named after, probably Alexander Hamilton. I'm not really sure, but if you say trivia with enough confidence, then people assume you're speaking truth. It's about an hour drive, and the audiobook the first time I had driving here was The Fountainhead from Ayn Rand. That's an interesting read for sure. If you go back through the video archives, you can find all the fun information you like about the tiny town of Hamilton. Last time I was here, there were so many forest fires that you couldn't even see those mountains right there. Even when you got up super close to them, you couldn't see. This would be an excellent place to spend the night, but it says no overnight, which is a real bummer. I spent a day working over there on that bench over there doing some of my work. That guy's over there now, but it's got a great view of the river. Now we're off to my friend's place, which is conveniently right down the street. He's looking for a new place to rent, so we went to go check out a potential cabin. It's a bit off the road and into the mountains. This area has some absolutely beautiful real estate, although you'll probably have to work online since there aren't too many jobs around here. It's not a big city. Imagine this is your front lawn in view. Wow, this is nice. Here's the cabin that's for rent. It looks like nobody's home, so we had a really quick little look around. It's got a garage, 2 separate shed tiny house things, and the main 2-story building. I like this little cabin thing off to the side of the main house. It's like a New York size studio apartment. Hey, is this technically B&E? I hope not. So we're back at their family place now. I'm telling you, the views here are just amazing. You can have a lot of animals out here too, like this little dude. See, this is the award-winning dog table eating footage that will win me the Pulitzer Prize someday. Probably shouldn't be eating the table, buddy. You want to say hi? Say hi to YouTube. Oh man, what a good looking van that is out there. But I know what would make it even better looking. A good old car wash. The do-it-yourself ones are the best. You don't want to get chemicals on your solar panels or have like the mechanical brushes break something. So I always go to the manual car washes. It's normally cheaper too. The cheapest one I ever found was in Utah. It was like $3 for 10 minutes of soap and pressure washing. If I recall correctly, this one was about $8. Now you can actually see the mountains as opposed to have them covered in smoke. It's a lot nicer now. Beautiful scenery, freshly washed van, but those clouds kind of look like it might snow soon, and I don't want to get caught up in that. I've already dealt with a few blizzards, and it's not that fun to drive through. Unfortunately, I don't have too much to say about this footage, but I wanted to show it for a few seconds. It really brings back all the travel memories, and when I look at it, I can feel like I'm exactly in that moment in time, and maybe you can imagine yourself placed there right now and just take in the atmosphere. This is the quiet meditation moment in the hero's journey. Oh, look at that, you guys. We walked along the riverbank here, and what do you know? We're right back at the trusty day campsite. Let's bring back the van around and see if we can set up our office for the day. This is a great campsite. Somebody already left some trash over here, though. This is today's office. I've got my root beer kombucha, and I'm about to do some video editing next to the lake. You see those little specks? It just started snowing. Huh. Look at that. You don't see that every day.
Snow is still a little bit novel for me. Growing up in Florida, this never happened, obviously. Though spending one winter in the snow is probably enough to drill that novelty out of you.
And with that, I'm on my way out of Hamilton, Montana. Just stayed with a couple of friends. We're going down through Idaho. Gonna get to Idaho Falls. I found that when I'm staying with people while I'm traveling, don't stay more than 2 nights. That's, you know, that's a little, there's really no bearing on that. Like 1 night, anyone will let you crash on the couch for 1 night. That's not a problem. If you're good friends with the person, 2 is still in that, you know, still in that zone. 3 is when it starts to get a little inconvenient for them, and of course anything longer is, you know, you're basically moving in at that point, and nobody wants that. What's great with a lot of things is you always leave them wanting a little bit more. Like with your sales pitch or with something you're doing or an art thing, you always want to never overstay your welcome. Always understay it by a little bit, because then you leave on like, you leave them wanting a little bit more, so then the next time comes around, it's perfect. That's how you should do sales and videos and all types of things, and staying at your friend's place. This is a note to Matt. So, you can't be virtuous without the opportunity for sin. Just like you can't be strong. Well, I don't remember what the adjective was. And you can't be good unless you also have the capacity for evil. You just don't use it. That's what virtue would be. That's what, you know, meek would be in the biblical terms. Same way, you can't be well dressed if it's a uniform, and you can't be well dressed unless if you fall into the temptations of the workplace. Like if everybody's wearing shorts, yeah, you could probably wear shorts too, but it's not preferable. And it's like, you don't want to fall to the common denominator, and never look at somebody who, never be like, well, if they're doing it, so I can do it, because you're not comparing yourself to them. I certainly hope not. You should always be the nicest person, the nicestly dressed person in the room, unless there's a specific reason why not to. Some of these specific reasons may be like, you know, don't be too overdressed. Always be like one level above. Don't make somebody who's above you, like your superior, look bad in comparison to the dress. Like if you showed up in a suit every day to, you know, just a normal accounting job, and that, you know, you weren't expected to wear that, then you'd look weird, and it would give you negative. So it's all about, it's the same way, I guess I'm running out of tape for this, but I guess I'll talk about that later, but you get the idea. So this is my option. I can turn left or keep going. I guess I'll keep going because I went left last time, so this time I'm going straight through Idaho instead of cutting to the left. Oh, this is already better road. I like this. Much safer. Oh, Jesus, I'm sliding around on this road. Wow. Good thing I learned some defensive driving, and already hydroplaned and destroyed a car, so I knew to turn into the things. Wow, my heart is going. I wish I was recording. That was sick. I was doing S-turns and was up in Tokyo drifting up in here with this van. Alright, so I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I'm about to just go real slow, like I'm not gonna go over 30. I don't think. But there's no reason to die over something stupid. Don't want to go off one of these cliffs. Because I don't get cell reception here. So nobody would find me. I'd be eaten by wolves. Just realized something fun is that I've had my brights on for mostly forever, basically. I thought the light was just the headlight light, but you know, that little blue one that turns on and it's got, you know, the symbol for the brights. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off when I first figured out how to turn the lights on. And I looked in the manual for the, you know, for the car, and I couldn't find exactly where it was, so I just assumed, I guess I just have the brights. So I just turned them off. You can see the difference. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit. Well, since everything's downhill now, I have a feeling I'm done with the mountains, which is good. Ooh, nice 5% grade up here. That's good. I'd love to get a nice, some black ice and just skate right off. It is beautiful though. You can see the sun peeking through the clouds a little bit. Oh yeah, see, I was here last time. I did go through the same route. That's kind of a bummer, but I'm gonna go back through it again. It's only maybe 2 hours of the route that's gonna be the same. So it's not a big deal. But it's kind of neat to see everything again in a different little context. Even though I'm in a pretty decently sized town, I mean, they've got like some fast food and a couple gas stations. I'm still not getting GPS. So I've actually been using the traditional map and reading road signs. I'm almost like a real explorer. I'm a regular Lewis and Clark. This is the type of road that somebody gets alien abducted on. And there's a cool looking something up there.
And we made it through the dangerous mountains. I've made it to the Idaho Falls Walmart. I was tired by then after a harrowing mountain drive and the long hours, so no recording of the parking lot. I know, you must be devastated, but I'll be back there sometime. In fact, I need to go visit my Montana friends again soon. Hopefully February after the RTR that's in January. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I have a lot of videos in progress and like 20 that I'm currently editing. Sometimes I think I should just go get like a regular job.